Greetings, boxing fans. Yeah, being boxing news, Louis King Kong Ortiz and Andy the Destroyer Ruiz went at it. It was a hell of a fight. It was a hell of a fight. I would like to say for all the heavyweights out there, you guys wanted to age out Louis King Kong Ortiz. You guys' mission is complete. This is what y'all was trying to do. They didn't want to fight this dude when he was in his prime, and even after that, they wanted to wait to age him out and shit. That's what it looks like, man. I'ma still say job well done to Andy Ruiz. I'ma still say job well done. I mean, if you look at how King Kong Ortiz is fighting or was fighting, I mean, he cannot take a punch, man, to the side of his head. I mean, his punch resistance is shot. Dude wasn't letting his hands go. I mean, he was slow as fuck. Looked like he was just pity patting. It looked like he was just trying to score by touching Andy Ruiz, who was trying to knock him out with every damn punch. Andy Ruiz was out there, like I said, when they both was doing all their presses, all they kept saying was this fight was going to end in a knockout. And guess what? Andy Ruiz was trying to end that bitch in a knockout. You know, it looked like salute to you, James E. Salute to you, my brother. It looked like King Kong Ortiz was trying to just score his way to a victory while Andy Ruiz was trying to knock his ass out in the given round. You know, there were 3 knockdowns in this particular fight. You know, I think it was 2 in the earlier round, probably the second round. It was very early in the fight, and I know the last one was like in the 7th round. But there was also some nice shots thrown by both fighters that could have knocked down their opponents, but both guys were able to absorb those powerful punches and not go down. My deal is this: no, because they asked King Kong Ortiz after the fight, should he retire? The man said, no, he's not going to retire. He's going to keep on going. As you can see today, as you can see tonight, he had a warrior-like mentality. He fought his ass off, and I mean, he lasted the entire 12 rounds. And this is a 43-year-old Ortiz. You see, it's a 43-year-old Ortiz. Andrew Ruiz, I mean, very fast hands for a big man. I mean, he was moving. I mean, nice body shots, bro. I got to give it to him. He was working the midsection the entire time, and he looked like the aggressor out there. He kept on pressing forward, and he was fighting his ass off. I mean, he was countering at will. Both guys were trying to counter each other. But Andy Ruiz, I think, was very successful at times. But the thing I want to make mention of is all 3 judges had this fight very close, as if Andy Ruiz wouldn't have knocked him down those times, Andy Ruiz would have lost. In other words, they had it as if they had this particular fight like Andy Ruiz was outpointed by Louis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? He was outpointed. I mean, shit. James E. said, salute Ortiz, but he'll be a journeyman though. Yeah. I mean, they wanted to do that to him, bro. To weigh him out until he got old. He got older. He's 43 years old, bro. You know, in sports, when you 35, 36 years old, you considered old. Mentally, you think you can still do it, but you can't do it no more, man. Not quite as how you used to do it. You don't quite have that cat-like reflex. You don't have. I mean, you got to look at it like this here, James. Luis Ortiz was in 2 wars and was knocked out by Deontay the bronze bout twice. I'm sure he had concussions both times. That shit might have took out some years of his fighting, of his fighting, you know what I'm saying? That shit right there just by himself, a fighting guy like Deontay Wilder. So, I mean, at 43 years old, you taking a punishment like that, that shit not good, man. Oh, no, I know you respect him, dog. I respect King Kong also, bro. And guess what? They wanted to age him out, and that's what looked like happened to him, bro. And the way he was going down, bro, his punch resistance, bro, he can't take it no more, bro. The dude was, every time he got touched on the side of his head, he was hitting that damn canvas. That shit was like, fuck, I know how good this dude was, bro. And I just hate to see shit like that happen to him. I hate to see it. He's still a top competitor in the heavyweight division, but if he can't take a pop like that, bro, that ain't good. That ain't good. And automatically 10-8 rounds. You don't want to keep giving motherfuckers these 10-8 rounds. That shit is not good when it comes to scoring, because he needed a knockout. He needed to press the action during the championship round, and he did. In spurts he did, but not as what I want to see. I want to see his ass go forward and just let his fucking hands go. If you get knocked out, fuck it, you got knocked out. You're gonna lose anyway. So finishing a fight on your feet sometimes ain't what has to happen. You need to go out like a fucking warrior. Hey, bitch, you got 3 knockdowns, so I know what I got to do. And he should have went at him, let his hands go, and not fucking stutter step and not let his hand go. He wasn't letting his shit go, and he fucking got beat, bro. And like I said, if you looked at how the fight was scored, if he wouldn't have got dropped those times, he'd have won this fight easily. He would have easily won this particular fight. And that's with everything you saw. Him being knocked down, him not letting his hands go, he still barely lost. But if I had to say personally, like I was telling my colleagues when I was watching the fight, I said King Kong Ortiz, he might as well go ahead and let it go, bro. Fuck it, bro. You don't want to take that kind of beating at 43 years old. That's the type of shit Muhammad Ali did. And you see the results of that shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep on fighting, dog, in your fucking early and late 40s. Getting dropped like that, those concussions and shit ain't good for you. Getting your eyes swollen, just getting the whole thing of getting fucked up. I mean, that ain't what you want. But I will say this. At the end of the fight, Deontay Wilder got in the ring, and he commended both fighters. And he said, if that's the fight that has to happen next, let it happen next. I'll say this to you. Andy Ruiz is a great fighter. He's a great big man fighter. I like the way he move around. I like the shit that he do. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, Jazz, and more. Peace to you too, my brother. He's a great fighter. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to Andy Ruiz. He's going to come in there trying to fight or trying to box Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is going to just line his motherfucking ass up and send him to the moon with that right. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Andy Ruiz got touched a lot. He got touched a lot by Luis Ortiz. And if he was to get touched like that by Deontay Wilder, it'll be a significant difference. I mean, You don't want him. You want. He needs to be, or would like to, or should be, defensively responsible when fighting a power puncher like Deontay Wilder. Like like even tonight, he should have been more defensively responsible, and I don't think he was. For sure, James. So, and that's just the whole deal, man. I'm just saying, if you fight a guy like Deontay Wilder, bro, he's not defensively responsible, it's gonna be an early fucking night, and that ain't what he wants. I don't think that's what he wants. So, I'm just saying, straight up. But great fight by both guys. Ruiz, King Kong Ortiz need to go back to the drawing board. Don't think he should continue to take those beatings like he has been taking. That shit ain't good now. It ain't good for nobody. And I don't wish it upon my enemy to take an ass whooping like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish this shit upon my enemy. But I would love to see Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going for Deontay Wilder for the knockout. I can see Andy Ruiz being successful in the early rounds, and then pop in the 6-7 round, sent to the moon, knocked out with their right hand. I can see that shit. Andy Ruiz is a very good big man boxer, but for being defensively responsible, and I see he had a lot of sloppy moments out there. You got to tighten it up. He still got time to go to the drawing board and tighten it up. He still got time. I think he should have been trying to cut that fucking ring off more on Ruiz Ortiz. Should have been trying to cut that motherfucker off and attacking him. But like I said, that's probably with some of his tactics to not let Ruiz Ortiz lay hands on him. He definitely respected Ruiz Ortiz's power. So, with that being said, that was cool. Great fight. I just want to see a better performance by Ruiz Ortiz. The entire time these guys was fighting, I was upset because Ruiz Ortiz was not pressing the action. He was not throwing punches with bad intentions like I would like. I like to see these guys go out there for the kill and just try to blast the motherfucker, man. He was just pity-patting him. Just throwing little range finders and shit like that. That ain't what you want, dude. You want to lay hands on him like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit like that just had me upset. And I wanted to see these dudes, I want to see a fight. I want to see Cuba versus Mexico. I want to see a nice fucking clash. Clash of the Titans. But what I did get tonight was good enough for me. Although my guy didn't win, I wanted Ruiz Ortiz to win. I'll be honest with you, that's who I went for. That's who I thought would win, and he didn't. James, he said, what round you got Andy going down versus Deontay? I said about the 6th or 7th. I think he's going to have some very successful early rounds. And he's going to get comfortable. And that's when he's going to get lined up. And that's when he's going to get put to sleep. He's not going to be defensively responsible. And he's gonna keep his head on that line, dude. And I seen it tonight on numerous occasions where Ruiz Ortiz was able to land on him, but didn't successfully put him down. Whereas when Deontay hit him with that bomb, that boy going down, no doubt. So that's the difference. That's the fucking difference. I got to give it to him though. Andy Ruiz is a hell of a boxer for a big man. He's a hell of a boxer. I like the way he moved, pretty fast. And He was trying to take out King Kong Ortiz. King Kong Ortiz was out there, just trying to outpoint. He told everybody, "Oh, somebody gonna get knocked down." But when it was time to fight, motherfucker, you was trying to outpoint him. Shit. Heavyweight division. I'm not trying to see no outpoint. I'm not trying to see no points. I'm trying to see somebody hit that damn canvas. I'm trying to see somebody go to sleep. I'm trying to see somebody get carried away in the stretcher. I'm trying to see somebody bleeding, bro. That's why I watch heavyweight boxing for. That's why the heavyweight division went silent when Deontay Wilder was gone. Because it wasn't none of that shit that we got so used to seeing and yearning for. And in October when he fights Deontay fights Robert Helenius, hopefully I can see some blood. I can see a knockout. That's what I crave for in boxing. Every now and then I wouldn't mind a great scrap where two guys just go at it. Like Abner fight tonight. It was a nice little scrap. I tell you who else who's making a lot of noise right now in the lightweight division. That fucking Isaac Cruz. That motherfucker boy tonight. Shit. His last two fights. Putting people to sleep. Shit. He called out Gervonta Davis again. So he wants some more of that. If I were him, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that shit alone. James he said, I don't know what HW means. Division I'm looking for. KOs, fam. You're right. Yeah, exactly. That's all I care about, man. Like I said, I like to see some good scraps, bro. But when we talk about the big divisions, bro, I want to see motherfuckers kiss that canvas, get knocked down, get knocked out midair, and hit that canvas. Good night. And the guys that produce those kind of fights. And for a little guy, Isaac Cruz is making noise, and he's producing that kind of fight. So just keep eyes on that motherfucker. But somebody told me today, I got a text. Yeah, they're gonna try to, now that he has the interim WBC belt, they're gonna try to line him up with Devin Haney. Devin Haney's gonna box fucking circles around Isaac Cruz. I got it. Isaac Cruz got all the fucking power in the world, but you have to hit him to display or to make him feel your power. And by Devin Haney being a fucking masterclass boxer with a fucking perfect, nobody's perfect, but with a very high IQ, boxing IQ, it's gonna be hard for Isaac Cruz to fucking hit him and lay hands on him. Remember that. Because remember, Gervonta Davis beat Isaac Cruz with one hand. Remember his other hand, his left hand was hurt. And he was able to fight him or box him off with just one hand. So be careful what you ask for. But it's boxing right now, man. I'm loving it right now. I'm gonna be honest with you though. Right now, the biggest fight to me, the one I'm craving for, bro, is the Clarissa Shield versus Savannah Marshall, Lisa Baumgartner versus Michaela Mayer. Oh my God, I can't wait to see those scraps. Oh, man, I'm going for Michaela. I'm going for Clarissa. I'm just telling you. That's what it is. I can't wait for those fights. It's gonna be on and popping. You know what I'm saying? But back to the topic at hand, man. I just get excited when I talk about boxing, man, especially when they got good fights coming. Canelo and Triple G, I'm not quite as excited about that one. I think Triple G is just there looking for a payday. He wants payday. That's all he wants. He's going to go out there for a payday. Canelo's going to give it to him. Speaking facts, of course. Canelo going to give it to him. And Triple G's going to retire. After this particular fight, I'm calling it right now. BN Boxing News is calling it. Triple G, after getting this payday, he's going to retire from boxing. All right, so enjoy the fight with Canelo and Triple G on September 17th, because that'll be Triple G's last fight. Canelo will be out there with bad intentions to stop Triple G, which he may, because Triple G has been looking real old and real slow. So I don't see that fight going all 12. I don't see it. In other news, what's next for boxing? What's next for the heavyweight division? What's next for Andy Ruiz? What's next for Luis Ortiz? I think Luis King Kong Ortiz, even though he's 43 years old, he still has a shot at becoming champion one day. I don't think he should quit. I think he should stay doing it. The only way I would say he should give it up is if he continues to take punishment. If you're going to continue to take punishment like that, you're going to have to give it up. James, he said, Clarissa and Alicia, it's my picks, BN. Let's put something on it, fam. Hey, bro, I'm about what you about, Shit. Man. Shit. Yeah, that's good picks right there. Those two, I can't go against those two, though, bro. Alicia Baumgartner is a beast. Michaela Myers is a beast, though. So I'm with Clarissa, so we on the same page. Let me think about the Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Myers. Let me look at some things, and then we'll get back to that one. Salute to you, Teach. Appreciate you, Teach. You always coming on, man. I appreciate you, man. Always showing love, my brother. Appreciate. Nah, man, I'm just trying to see some good fights. That's just my whole deal. And tonight was some great fights in the heavyweight division. They had some good fights on the DAZN call yesterday. So the boxing in the year 2022 was awesome. The only division that didn't produce was the welterweight division. I'm not even going to talk about welterweight division. I ain't shedding no light on the welterweight division because of all the bullshit. But I will say this here. If or when that shit happens, it's going to be a motherfucker. All I'm going to say. I just can't wait. But back to the heavyweight division, man. So Luis Ortiz, who should he fight? You know what would be a great fight? I'm going to fuck your head up. I think Luis Ortiz should fight AJ. I think Andy Ruiz fight Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. And those three will be some great fights. And after whoever wins, all the winners can be elevated. And at that point in time, if whoever wins will become undisputed, they can either challenge one of those guys or let the fucking belts go and let those guys fight each other for it. That's what it is. But, man, boxing has been awesome. I've been really enjoying it, bro. I got no complaints. Even tonight, I just wished King Kong Ortiz would have just fucking let his hands go, man. Just punch a motherfucker like you trying to hurt him. We're not sparring here. You told all his fans, somebody get knocked out tonight, or when we fight, somebody get knocked out. I don't think he fought like that. He didn't fight like he was trying to knock out Andy Ruiz. He didn't fight like that. He fought Andy Ruiz like he knew him personally, and that was his homeboy, and he didn't want to hurt him. That's what the fuck I saw. So I saw two friends fighting like, because it was not, well, as far as Luis Ortiz goes. And the Ruiz is trying to knock his ass out every round. You trying to outpoint a man who's trying to knock you out. But nah, man. Fight that motherfucker like he's fighting you. Press forward, your feet on the fucking gas, and try to punch his fat ass in his fucking stomach, bro. You wasn't even trying to do that. I ain't see no missed shots. I showed straight head shots. And a lot of that shit was missing. which is, man, it was terrible. Fucking man. But somehow the refs still give you a lot of the rounds. And it was lucky, you know, what's his name? Ruiz is lucky he had those knockouts. Because it wasn't going to end well for him. It wasn't going to end well for him, I promise you. James Lee said, Big Baby Jared Anderson is the best heavyweight of today's. Yes, he's the up and coming. These old heads ain't gonna fight that young boy. You crazy? Yeah, he's definitely gonna be champion one day. He is definitely the goods. Ain't nobody finna fight that dude though, bro. He needs to fight all the new upcoming heavyweights. Shit, you don't want that young boy lay hands on you. Fuck no. I mean, he'll never fight Deontay. He'll never fight Tyson Fury. Although he sparred with Tyson Fury, he'll never fight Alexander Usyk. Those guys are not gonna fight Big Baby Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson is the new school, and therefore, once those belts get released back to the heavyweight division, that'll be his opportunity to go out there and collect those belts. Right now, the old school got him, and that's just who has him right now. Look at this shit, bro. James Z, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You see, you want to see Jared Anderson and King Kong now? Why are you trying to get that old man killed, bro? You just seen this man get pounced on by Andy Ruiz. What the hell do you think Anderson gonna do to him? That fight ain't going 12. That young man fight and punch with bad intentions only. He's very skillful. And the way he let his hands go, shit. Nah, I don't wish that upon Luis Ortiz. And I hope Luis Ortiz is smart enough to not take that shit. To not take a fight like that. I understand Cuban boxers, they're warriors and shit like that, but nah, a fight like that, like you're asking for it. The way his wife was in the crowd praying the entire fight, I mean, shit. You don't want that, dude. But Luis Ortiz, like I said, he's a great guy. I have never loved for him. I mean, I met him before, and there you go right there. I met him before, and he's a good dude, bro. So got nothing but love for him, bro. I just think he should come back and just fight a lower tier guy, rebuild his confidence, and once he rebuilds his confidence, man, then he can try it again. But I definitely don't recommend he go out there and fight and take any more fucking punishment like he been doing. The punishment shit, he got to stay away from, bro, at that age. And punishment shit, at his age, the wars can't do no more, bro. That's for the young boys. That's for the young boys to do. It ain't for him. Stay away from the fucking James E. Journeyman shit be in. You want that man to be a gatekeeper, huh? You want that man to be a fucking gatekeeper. James, you're wrong for that, man. No, bro. James, I'm being real, bro. He said, I ain't right for that shit. Be here talking about his wife praying for that shit. No, his wife was in the crowd praying. They kept putting the camera on her and shit. No. She was praying. She was fucking praying. She was seeing that man get fucking pounced around the fucking ring like that. That shit not cool. That shit is not cool. When your loved ones out there seeing you getting your ass kicked, getting dropped and shit. 3 times. 2 of them was great knockdowns. The second knockdown looked like he was pushed. They called it a knockdown. It was a knockdown. Yeah, I mean, of course, to keep it on back in his pocket, according to JD. But hey, bro, good as bags if you can't count the motherfuckers. You all shaky and fucked up from getting punched on all the time. But man, like I said, bro, I appreciate you, JC. I appreciate you, Teach. I appreciate everyone that came on tonight, man. Bruce Goes. I appreciate y'all guys for coming in, checking in with me. Shit, it's past midnight over here in Texas. Like I said, man, thank y'all for coming in, checking out with me. Definitely facts. Definitely. But thank y'all for checking in with me, man. And thank y'all for the support, the constant support. Thank y'all for that shit. Like, real talk. I appreciate when I'm on here kicking it, talking. Y'all coming in, y'all chopping it up with me. Sometimes when y'all miss my videos, y'all comment. Man, I appreciate that. Y'all keep the fucking algorithms moving for me. I mean, it helps me to gain traction, help me to gain followers and shit like that, subscribers and everything. And I thank y'all for that. Any truth to the Ryan and Tank capped so fucking much, bro. I've been hearing about it, but I don't like to report shit on Tank. I don't want to be one of those guys that like to put fake news out there. I've been hearing the dumb shit about Tank and Ryan in December. Those guys, man, they like to say that kind of shit. I personally, if you was to ask me my opinion, I don't think those two dudes will fight, bro. That's just my opinion. I think it's all cap, straight up. I'm not going to get excited about that fight until that motherfucker's announced. And probably after it's announced, I won't say much. Because somebody's going to probably pull out that fight. I won't get excited till the night of when the motherfuckers are doing their ring walk. They're doing their wing walk. They walk into the ring, I'll probably get excited and say, oh shit, it's about to go down for real. Spence and Bud, same shit. Same shit, bro. Bud out there living his best life, bro. Bud, celebrity basketball tournaments. He went to Tycoon in Houston, 50 Cent party, about to fight Trey Songz. Paintball shit with Sean Porter and them. A little, paintball gunfight. He don't look like he's trying to box no time soon, bro. Errol Spence did everything he said he's gonna do, bro. So we can't get mad at Errol Spence, man. I guess Bud got his reasons. I don't really get into that kind of shit when it comes to the finances of it. I ain't getting none of it, so why should I care? I will say this. Devin Haney is the only motherfucker who gambled and bet on himself. Him and Deontay Wilder. They bet on themselves, they gamble on themselves, and I'll put money on those guys. Those guys got faith in themselves. Some of the other boxers, I can't do that for them because they don't have faith in themselves. So you got to have faith in you before I have faith in you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But, I mean, shout out to Ruiz Ortiz. Great try. Great try. You did a great job. But, hopefully, good luck next time. You the only inside connect BX. Goddamn. But he's fighting R&B singers for free. Yeah. That's what he was trying to do. That's what he was trying to do, dog. He's going to get his ass sued. He hit that man. He got his ass sued, bro. He need to get back in the gym and prepare and basically sign a contract. I'll say this. When it comes to betting on yourself, I would sign a 60-40 contract, giving Errol Spence the edge, right? Giving Errol Spence more money than myself with a rematch clause. If he win, I fight him. I fight him. If he win, fuck it, everything's over. We have a rematch clause. I can take the rematch clause if I want, if I don't want. If I win, then everything shifts to my demands. I get 60 this time, he gets 40. And I call the shot. But like I said, these dudes got to bet on themselves, and that's just what it is. But man, thank you for checking me out tonight. I'm about to get the fuck out of here, go crash out. I'll be on tomorrow during the holidays, man, and I'll probably do a recap on some of these damn fights tonight. Yeah, everybody debating on that type of bullshit, bro. So I don't like to give it no light, bro. I'm not going to give that shit no light until these dudes sign the contract. Straight up. You sign the contract, I'll give it light. I'll talk about the shit every day they want. Every fucking day. Salute to you, my brother. And with that being said, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. And I'm out. Peace. Yeah. Peace. And we out of here.